Hello there everybody, this is PinstripeParagon. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. In the last episode, we got here to the Lunar Cave, I think it's called? I don't really know. So, I was just looking at Edward's stats real quick, but that's because I have, I believe, his ultimate weapon equipped. I'm not quite sure. This is post-commentary, so, yeah. So right now, we are doing Yang's trial. All the trials basically go in they don't really go in order per se, but like, if you have a character in there, you'll know that you go into that one. So, let's get on with it. Now, one thing you want to do is you want to have, like Edward with his ultimate harp, I believe it's his ultimate harp, whichever one gives him like a fire-esque ability. It's probably the ultimate one though, because I think what I'm saying is a little bit off. It's been a long time since I've done anything Final Fantasy IV related. Sorry. But with Yang, you definitely want a fire claw, if you still have one before. Somehow I didn't, and I was too lazy to go back to go buy one, so I just have Yang as he is. Now the reason why I have float on my entire party, that will be seen later on, just not right now. But these monk warriors here, they are weak to fire, which is the main reason you want that. See, one Firaga takes one group out. Yeah, they are groups. It's not like what, 24 total enemies, because, you know, 8 times 3, but it's a huge group, which can be quite annoying. We are going to be facing quite a few of these guys, not necessarily these monk warriors, but variations of them. The attacks are very similar. However, the battles can take a while, because, you know, the fact that all of them have to go pretty much at once, it is quite annoying. So that's like the one thing that I have a gripe about in this place. But we're almost done with this first battle. Yes, I said first battle. There are going to be plenty more as we go along. Nothing too terribly difficult until we get to the boss battle, though. The boss battle can get quite annoying, trust me. So, more battling. Alright, that was just another one of those monk warrior fights. But, here, we have the super monks. These guys are basically the same thing, but they do have a lot more HP. I really shouldn't say a lot. They have a little bit more HP. Not that bad. Just keep using Firaga and attacking, and you should be good to go. At this point, I find Porm is more of a healer. You really don't want to use Holy when you're in the Lunar Trials, depending on the Lunar Trial, that is. No, like, what am I trying to say? If you were to say, gosh, be in a boss battle, then yeah, you would want to make sure you don't use, I mean, you want to use Holy there, unless it's not that good of an idea. But if you're like in one of these battles, not a good idea, because there are going to be more enemies, and when you actually need MP for healing, you know, where's it going to be? It's going to be gone. It's going to be drained. We don't want your MP to be drained. So, yeah, just be careful. Conserve some MP. And, well, except for Rydia. She can use it all she wants. Because Firaga's only about 30 MP. Compared to Holy, which is way more. I can't think of how much it is at this time. Something like 90, 80, something. It's a big number. I know that. But we've almost taken out the last super monk, and that is pretty beast. And there we go. Alright. Not sure why I'm not doing anything, but yeah. I don't know. Okay, there we go. And let's move forward. And I wanted to make... You want to heal at this point. For a few reasons, actually. One, we're coming up with another battle. Two, there's going to be another battle right after this, I believe. So, yeah. Oh boy. Alright. That was just another group of super monks, so didn't want to bother with it. But here we have master instructors. More like master exploders? No, unfortunately not. Anyway, again, same type of enemy, except these guys have much more HP, to the point where you can't kill them in one hit, no matter what you do. Because, well, for one, you don't have the ability to do more than 99 damage. And, well, they're just annoying. Sure, let's go with that, yeah. So, not terribly difficult, but it can be a bit annoying. Try and stay healed throughout this fight, though, because we are going to have to do something else even after this, which will be annoying. Oh well. I don't really care. I've already recorded this, so I'm just waiting for the boss, if you know what I mean. Like, I have no idea what I'm trying to say right now. I'm just trying to come up with something to say, because I don't really have too much to say. Like, so, what's up with all of you guys? I recently have done nothing. I mean, why do you think this video's been so delayed? I know, like, if you're watching this in the future for, like, a walkthrough or something, you're probably gonna be like, oh, what? But, yeah, if you're actually following this series, which I highly doubt you are, but if you are, I'm thankful. And, yeah, I got really lazy with this. Because, like, I did a lot of the, what are they called? The Lunar Trials, like, at once. Like, I literally only have a couple left. So, yeah. But, hey, I don't know. Just working on LPs and stuff. I will admit, I've been thinking lately about whether or not this is my favorite, like, Final Fantasy game. I really can't decide. I mean, there's so many good ones, you know. There's this, 6, 9. I mean, I like 10, to be quite honest. I mean, I don't think it's the worst one, but I don't think it's the best either. Like, you know, 10. I think that's somewhere in the middle. Don't get me wrong, I like 7, but not as much as most people do. So, yeah. I don't want to help you train. Alright, so that battle is taken care of. And here comes Lunar Titan. Oh, he looks normal. Alright, let's take on the Lunar Titan. Now, this guy doesn't necessarily have any weaknesses, but if you do have float casted on yourself, you're in good shape. Because one of the things he can do is basically sort of an earthquake, kind of like those spiders, like those arachnes. So, yeah. Now, healing is definitely going to be prominent. You want to stay healed, because this guy can do around 1,000 damage a hit, which is a lot, especially against Edward, Rydia, and Porum. Yang and Cecil, they can go a little turn without healing. Now that right there means he is about to do his Earthquake thing. And unfortunately, I had to use a Dry Ether on Rydia. It's not necessarily that bad because I can buy them, but I don't know. So, for Porum, if you're not... I didn't know this was like the Earthquake move, by the way, but now I do. With Porum, you can use Holy. However, make sure you conserve your MP, especially, and same with Rydia with Flare, because it will run out very quickly. So, just as a heads up. And he casted Stone Gaze on Yang. That's not necessarily a terrible thing. He can still move and stuff, but I forget if Stone Gaze is like a slower move, like it slows it down, or if like you get slowly petrified. That's my guess, but then again, I would have also expected it would have happened like now. However, if you use Focus with Yang, you'll do pretty well. Just wanted to cast Holy for a little extra damage, because I'm not too worried right now about my HP levels for anybody, really. So, just cast another Flare. I'm going to need another Dry Ether at some point for Rydia. Might even use an Elixir, considering I can buy those too. I'm not really sure yet. So, I probably could have, but I don't remember if I do. It's weird. I'm like commentating like I'm actually playing it, but I'm not. I don't know. So just keep on attacking, and this guy has about, oh gosh, how much HP does he have? Almost 120,000. So it will take a little time to kill. A lot of these lunar trials do take some time, and he's using Crush. This is pretty much one of the only moves that can actually do anything to you. And unfortunately, he did cast it on my healer. So what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to keep going. Because I had a feeling we were almost done with this. So I just use it with a character that I really want to conserve the MP for. So hopefully I can get to Porum another turn. And then, you know, cast Kiraja, maybe just Kiraga on herself. Because really, it's just her and Cecil that needs healing, so not terribly concerned. And he's using it on Cecil. Well, that's unfortunate. I think, yeah, I just go ahead and use a Rise. If you use it, and of course I kill him without reviving Cecil. It's okay, Cecil's probably your strongest character at this point. So, or Kane. But we get the Summon Book LT. We'll see what that does later. However, we have now defeated Lunar Titan, and we get the Martial Armlet. It's a very beast armlet for Yang, and wow, does that make things so worth it to start out with Yang's trial, because Yang, in my opinion, is one of the better characters to use in this whole place. Just because he's got so much power, no matter what you do. See, it raises his defense a lot. It probably raises some of his multipliers as well. I just didn't bother to look because I'm one of those people who thinks that doesn't really matter. But see you guys in the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV.